Why can't people just be kind? Where is their compassion? Where is their grace? Where is their understanding and humanness? If you have ever felt yourself saying this message is for you. So before you're born, you are just this beautiful, luminous soul. So about that much of you crystallized into human form. So you could have this wonderful human experience with a physical avatar, a physical body. Now, when most of your soul or a lot of your soul is in your body and you're filled up with the soul, with your soul in your body, you are vibrant, you are healthy, you are bright, you are happy. That's why you'll see babies come in and they literally just glow. They're so gorgeous. If you have any sort of psychic sight, you can sense that energy. They're just beautiful and luminous, and they're smiling and they're looking at the angels, and they're just pure orbs of light, really. They're just these gorgeous little orbs of light with human forms. Then over time, we go through experiences, and unfortunately, life knocks the light out of us or snatches the light from us, and you can start seeing in people's eyes the shadows. And that's when you can start seeing that their soul light is no longer fully in their body. Part of the soul light has left as a survival technique. So if your body is full of your soul light, you're happy and healthy and vibrant. If that soul, that life force energy leaves your body no longer has an energy or electricity or frequency or life force energy to keep it going. So that's when it will expire. It just literally doesn't have the energy to work. So we don't want your soul fully leaving your body every time you have a shock or a trauma or someone goes boo or slams a door. You don't want that happening. You don't want to be passing out and going through this thing and fainting. That's not great. I've been through that myself, and that's not a fun place to be. So what will happen instead of your whole soul leaving your body every time something like that happens, is that just a piece of it will fragment off. You will experience what's called soul fragmentation or soul loss. So part of your soul that no longer can handle the situation will leave. It's like a sacrifice. It's like, instead of the whole soul leaving the body, I will sacrifice me, and I will go, and this part of me will go, and it will leave. So just so the body can stay alive. It's done out of fear, but it's also done as a survival technique. And when it leaves, and that part of your soul leaves, it takes with you different qualities. So someone who might be harsh and doesn't seem to have kindness and compassion and empathy for others, that's because that's part of their soul left them, and they don't have that anymore, or they have a really reduced capacity to feel empathy and kindness for others because it literally left their body. But it might have left other qualities behind, and that's why you'll find these people might be very good at setting boundaries and saying no when they mean no, and speaking their truth, and standing up for themselves and using their voice. They might be very good at that because that part of their soul didn't leave. Or maybe a sensitive person, they might have the heart and the soul and the loving kindness and the empathy and compassion, and can put themselves in other people's shoes, but they might struggle to set boundaries and say no when they mean no, and give their light away, and not stand up for themselves, and always put themselves last, and things like that. It's just because part of their soul that left is the ability to feel safe in their body, to stand up for themselves, to use their voice, to speak their truth, to set a boundary, to say no when they mean no and yes when they mean yes. It's just different types of soul trauma. And that's what I do as a shamanic practitioner. Shamanic practitioners have been doing this since 50,000 years ago, is getting the people's souls back in their body, getting their life force energy, their authentic self back in their body, and then they can use that energy. And it's amazing, if you're clairvoyant and you come and see me, you might be able to see the orbs of light, and that is your soul light coming back in your body. And I will just tone that. So I do the Lemurian toning, go and sing your light back in your body, and then you can use that ability, that soul gift, that soul blessing for whatever you need to do. And it literally, it's life-changing. It's a really beautiful experience, soul retrieval. And you're not the same person that leaves. The person that came in, the person that leaves are very different people.